that. We're going through a really significant demographic shift in farmland ownership. Right now, over 80% of the farmland in the U.S. is owned by somebody 55 or older, and about half of that is owned by somebody 75 or older. And so there is going to be a lot of transactions within this roughly $3 trillion asset class across the U.S. That in and of itself is facilitating and even necessitating a digital movement and a streamlining in the efficiency by which transactions can occur. Okay, and there's a lot of really interesting things going on. The venture capital space is reasonably active in this front with various different concepts and firms that are building out technologies that can help expose more information about the asset class, the ownership data, being able to more algorithmically help people understand valuation and how an investment or how an asset may work from a return standpoint. So certainly that's a component of it. When we think about how the assets are actually managed, we're actually pretty technologically advanced in a lot of our systems even today. And you're exactly right that there's still a lot of elbow grease, so to speak, that makes this happen. But it's really quite amazing. You know, we're managing assets across all of the major agricultural regions in the country. And just earlier today, there was some seeding operations going on in an asset in Oregon. And our manager out there needed some help in identifying a potential problem with the configuration of a piece of equipment. And I simply log into my platform here on my computer, and then I remote into his tractor monitor, and I'm looking at it live, and I can help diagnose a particular issue on getting a setting configured in order to have the best outcome. So we're seeing really significant movement in terms of how the operations that are critical for these assets to generate returns, how they're happening, and our ability to get engaged. That's creating more opportunities for investors in the context of we can get that investment capital more and more engaged in the actual operations and even find some pathways to generate some additional returns. And that's a pretty core focus across our farmland investment businesses outside of even what the specific nature of the capital that we're bringing in is.